Yo, what's goody, y'all? It's your boy Cameron. I'm back with another reaction video. How you guys feeling? How you guys doing? How you guys day going? Comment down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Today we're reacting to Ksoo, the Florida drill rapper whose father testified he's a killer. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to 90 Jake and his content. You know what I'm saying? My son's always doing reliable. He's definitely giving reliable intel when it comes to these situations and stories and shit. So shout out to him for the content. As far as the story goes, I just feel like this should just go to show everyone that there's no loyalty when it comes down to the street shit. You feel what I'm saying? His father helped him get away with a murder, and while they're testifying against him, this happened a few years ago, and I don't think I reacted to the situation when it first happened, but it's going viral now because his father is the one that helped him get away, and his father's also the one that's testifying against him, saying that he's the one that did it. So it should just go to show you that this street is nothing fun in the street shit. Dead or in jail, no loyalty, even your family could turn on you, nobody got your back. So get the hell out of it and stay the fuck away from it. That's the lesson I think everybody should take from this story. Before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with the like button, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you guys have any videos like from react to social media sites in the description below, for free to send them in and I react to them. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
July 28th, 2025. A courthouse within the state of Florida would set an example on national television, a message to the streets of America that there is no honor amongst thieves. But the defendant isn't charged with stealing, he's charged with taking lives. Man, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Ksoo and his own father taking the stand against him. 26-year-old Hakeem Robinson, who's more commonly known as the rapper Ksoo, has famously made a name within Jacksonville's drill scene as a member of ATK with his close association to Young and Ace. A rap rivalry would seemingly end with the death of Julio Fulio, who was assassinated in Tampa on June of 2024. But Ksoo wasn't free to celebrate the drill victory, as he was arrested years prior in 2020. Ksoo is currently standing trial as he is facing first-degree murder for the broad day shooting of Charles Lil Buck McCormick, who was ambushed in a plaza after leaving a job interview. A witness at trial would describe seeing Lil Buck lifeless after the shooting.
Charles was?
I did.
How close would you say you got to him?
All the way to him.
And what did you see?
His leg was separated and half his face was gone. His teeth were on the sidewalk.
The Jacksonville Police Department would reveal they used forensic video as well as 3D laser modeling experts to study and determine the height, weight, and build of the shooter seen on video to compare it to Ksoo's dimensions. The two additional suspects who took part in the killing were excluded as their body type did not fit the shooters, while Ksoo was not excluded. Meaning they used all this scientific shit and still can't determine if it was him or not, but they know it wasn't the other two. Additional evidence.
You see? They getting more and more wicked with this shit, man. Scientific forensic scans and shit. This the game y'all want to play with these people, man? Huh? This the chance this the dice you want to roll with your life, man? They getting more, technology's getting more and more advanced. They're able to use more and more shit to find out people. Oh no, it's 3 suspects, but these 2 are limited. It's you that fit. Bro, that's crazy. They're using science to identify people. I get it. Everybody wanna rob for the gang. Everybody wanna, rob for the block, rob for the homeless and shit. This is shit y'all wanna rob for? Not me. You know what I'm saying? Not me. Sheesh.
Would include Ksoo's fingerprint left on a rifle found in a crashed vehicle and his hair on a t-shirt, but they know it wasn't the other two. Additional evidence would include Ksoo's fingerprint left on a rifle found in a crashed vehicle and his hair on a t-shirt, but this wasn't shit compared to what's next. Dominique Barnes, aka Butter, was the driver during the murder. To save himself, he admitted his participation in the murder and agreed to testify against his former friend, Ksoo. Ksoo's lawyers would argue Butter is nothing more than a paid hitman attempting to save himself, as Butter is testifying for a lesser sentence to secure a 20-year prison deal for 2 murders.
Now,
and while
I personally, I'm not a street nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I never been a part of the streets, never gangbang, never tote pistols, none of that. Never been a part of none of that. You understand what I'm saying? But this snitch code they got going on, that, you know, it's no snitching, this, that, and the third, I agree with it 100%. If you take a gun and you run down the block and you fire on somebody, you and your man's fire on somebody, and y'all get caught, you ain't supposed to say a word. Why? If you gonna snitch, you snitch on yourself, not who's with you, because they ain't get caught. You understand what I'm saying? So if you go do some shit and you get caught for it, and you start yapping at them out because you want to lessen your time or whatever, use a hoe. You use a hoe. Now, if you gonna snitch and you gonna snitch because you don't want no time, niggas can't be mad at you because you trying to come home. Now, they gonna be mad at you regardless because at the end of the day, you partaking in this shit and you were there. You understand what I'm saying? But it's more understandable if you snitching to get let free. My brother, you snitching to get 20 years. What are you snitching for? I'm saying, like, what are you telling for? They got 20 years to attempt to take your life in jail. 20 years. 20 years to attempt to take your life. I personally don't think you're gonna make it. But only time gonna tell. But I think you a fool for that. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
being betrayed by a friend can be a major blow, in all honesty, it isn't shit compared to what's next. 52-year-old Abdul Robertson Sr., who's more commonly known amongst the streets of Jacksonville as Blue, is none other than Ksoo's father. Blue would also be arrested in this case and charged with accessory after the fact after receiving a call, driving to the shooting scene, and helping Butter and another man named ATK Scotty escape. Facing up to 60 years in prison, Blue would agree to a plea deal reducing his potential sentence to no more than 20 years, while agreeing to testify against his own son.
Hold on.
And another man named A.T. Sr., who's more commonly known amongst the streets of Jacksonville as Blue, is none other than Ksoo's father. Blue would also be arrested in this case and charged with accessory after the fact after receiving a call, driving to the shooting scene, and helping Butter and another man named ATK Scotty escape. Facing up to 60 years in prison, Blue would agree to a plea deal reducing his potential sentence to no more than 20 years, while agreeing to testify against his own son.
My nigga.
In writing...
What, boy? Now, I thought, I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. I heard this story. But to this magnitude, no, I have not. You understand? So you telling me, right? Your son went and committed a crime. His co-defendants call you to come pick them up. You go save the 2 co-defendants, not your son, the co-defendants. And you chose to go save them and pick them up from wherever it was at. And then they give you the chance to lessen your sentence and you go snitch on your son? Yo, boy.
The state would agree to recommend a sentence of only 76 months, or just over 6 years.
That's wicked.
Blue would be exposed 2 years prior, when video of his police interrogation dropped, where he could be seen naming his son as the shooter. But on July 28th, Blue took the stand, facing his own son, his own flesh and blood, and said this.
Sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants, but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. My 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm going to come take her to the daddy-daughter dance. when she asks me over each year when I'm gonna come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm gonna come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me, when I'm gonna come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, daddy. He wanna teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family.
So a part of your family completely cut you out?
Yeah.
I damn sure won't talk to your black
cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to
cousin,
do?
uncle, any of that. I don't got nothing to say to you.
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
You became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick, is that correct?
Yes. And
you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
Damn, and you... this get worse and worse, bro.
My son.
Again, I'm thinking that that he's just giving him up. My son when I did it. Bro, you identify your son. Bro, what son? This is crazy.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
You worry about the daughter, your other son, and all these people. And the only thing that your son has to get out of jail and possibly walk free from the situation is for you not to say anything. And you gonna rat. Nah, that is crazy, bro.
Ace recently said
That
he
is
spent
crazy.
$50,000 on Ksoo's lawyers, and professional arguments sound great until your own dad tells the courts you did it. If the getaway driver snitching wasn't already bad enough, Ksoo's own damn dad is saying he did it. And keep in mind, this isn't Ksoo's only murder case. He's also charged with killing 16-year-old Lil Bibby, a close friend to the late Julio Fulio. While ATK has seemingly won the war in Jacksonville, this is just one of many casualties of war in the streets. Death and prison. With a slim chance of beating this case, Ksoo faces another, and nobody is guaranteed to walk away for snitching either. Ksoo's dad can get all the way up to 20 years even after testifying. But if the state and judge goes through with the deal, Ksoo's dad could be home within a year because of how much time he's already done in jail. Butter snitched for 20 years, so he doesn't have to die in prison. Because of his role in 2 murders, he still won't be home until he's well over 40 years old, and that's if he doesn't get his sentence reduced by a prison knife.
Facts.
But we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now, if this isn't a prime example...
Hey, look, man. We're gonna leave it like this. You know what I'm saying? Where do I begin? You know what I'm saying? This is what you call a failure of a father. In my terms, a BAN. And for y'all don't know what BAN means, is a female dog ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put it together. That's what this man is. You understand? Because you sit up here as a grown ass man talking about how you got 6-year-old want to do this, 8-year-old want to go to dance, this one want to try to play the game, this one want to do fishing. My nigga, you knew all of that before you put them boys up from that head. You knew as a grown ass man, if you participated in anything that they had going on, you was going down for it. You knew that. And now your bitch ass gonna sit in the courtroom and try to plead the fifth. Oh, I want to go home because, and I want to ride my oldest son because I got other kids to attend to. Bro, what? What? Anybody force you to go pick them up? Anybody force you to go get them? You chose to drive your car over and do that. You chose to do that. And now you sit in the courtroom talking about some, oh yeah, my kids. You're a failure as a father. You don't need to have no kids, bro. You don't need to have no kids, bro. And as a matter of fact, one thing I can't stand is a motherfucker that don't want to take accountability for his actions. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand that shit. This is disgusting, bro. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. If your son go do some shit and he get locked up for it and he go down that road, that's the route he go down. You understand what I'm saying? But for you to go help him in it, then go dig him a bigger hole to get it out of, for your freedom, it's crazy. And it's a cowardice move. Very cowardice move. And as I said in the beginning, this just goes to show y'all, ain't no loyalty in the streets, man. Ain't no loyalty. Not your friend, not your homie, not your brother, not your father. Literally nobody. If this ain't a prime example of ain't no loyalty in the street, I don't know what else you need. I don't know what else you need. Because this right here is disgusting. I'm going to keep it a being with y'all. Absolutely disgusting. I got conjunctive heart failure and rapidly. Bro, you knew you getting old, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You knew this before you even participated in that. And you go participate in anyways. You knew all of this. You ain't just give high blood pressure today. You ain't just get high blood pressure when they came and locked your ass up. You been had all of this. Yo, bro, this shit's sad, man. Hey, listen, man. At the end of the day, he's going for a murder. He took somebody else's life. You understand what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you do a crime, you gotta pay the time. If they caught you on you getting caught and your man snitching on you, ain't nothing to really say. You should chose better homies. You understand what I'm saying? As I said before, I don't understand why they were snitching on you in the first place, because ain't nobody going home. Y'all got more than enough time to murder them, do whatever y'all want to do to them for disrespect and violate y'all. So I think the both of them are dumb. But again, it should just go to show y'all, ain't no loyalty in the streets, man. Ain't no loyalty in the streets, man. Zero, absolutely none. Your homie snitching on you, you gotta pick better friends. You gotta find out who's really willing to ride with you. Cause when that gavel get hit and they say 20 plus upstate or 20 plus down south or 20 plus up north, you're gonna see them fold like a cookie. You're gonna see them fold. So you gotta be more smart on what you're doing, who you do it with. Cause at the end of the day, everybody ain't willing to ride with them punishment. You look like you willing to go down for it. You ain't even look like you word or anything like that from the videos I seen. So if you really fully willing to ride with what you do, kudos to you. You be that man. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand to about what I do and how I did it. So you do what you gotta do. But from the other two that's snitching on you, cornballs, pack them up. You know what I'm saying, pack them up. Your pops, I can't say to do anything to him because I wouldn't. You just gotta cut that man off for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, done deal. And then for the rest of the time he's here, and for the rest of your good days on earth, I wouldn't even speak to that man. Think about him, dream about him, nothing. My hatred would be so strong towards him, would be ridiculous. But that other dude, 20 butter, whatever happened to you, you deserve. Cause you just like his father, a coward. Went down for some shit, running for some shit, and want to snitch because you got to get paid a punishment for it. So whatever happens to y'all, y'all deserve. All my men out there, fellas, especially y'all, stand 10 toes behind what you do. If it's bad, stand 10 toes behind it. If it's good, stand 10 toes behind it. If you get in trouble for it, stand behind it. If you get glorified behind it, stand behind it. At the end of the day, there's nothing more stronger than a man to take accountability of his actions. Nothing more stronger than that. Nothing more stronger than that. And it makes it sad that as a father, you let your son down by showing him that this is not the word. You're a terrible role model. Terrible role model. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But that's enough of that. I'm not going to keep digging into him because at the end of the day, what you did speaks for itself. You understand? Again, all my men out there watching this, let this be a lesson learned for y'all. Ain't no loyalty in the streets for you. Don't nobody care about you. Ain't nobody going to ride for you when I gavel get hit. And stand 10 toes behind your actions. At the end of the day, you did it. And that's that. That's the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, what you guys think in the comment section below. You want to watch this video. And until next one, I'll see y'all.